Hi guys, welcome back. This is Erin from Paint Those Piggies. So today I'm back for another round of weekly manis. Today I'm going to go through Saturday through Friday, which is today. I hear cats running around in the hallways, but we don't have any cats today. Saturday I wanted to try this out. I also was really tired. I think that was like my cyst day, and it happened like right before I was going to paint my nails, so I just kind of gave up. And so I wanted to try this out. This is from Zoya. This is part of their Naked Manicure line. I did pick this up during their December 70% off sale. I thought this was going to be a little bit less sheer, but I also did not look into it whatsoever. So I picked up the Lavender Perfector. And I do like the way this looked on my nails, but the way this turned out, like, my nails are not that stained. They're a tiny bit yellow. I do wear base coats all the time. I don't wear base coats when I swatch, but I don't consider my nails to be like highly stained. They're just like a tiny bit stained. But when I applied this, I did 3 coats because it's like extremely sheer. But parts of my nails where the cuticle starts, it did give that purple tint to it, but when you got to the end of my nails, it kind of turned a little bit orange, so it didn't really like neutralize all the staining on my nails. It kind of made like a purple to like orange looking nail, which I didn't prefer. I still like the way this looks, and I'll continue to use it because I really wanted something that like I could just slap on my nails and like have them look pretty and nice even though they were like semi-bare. So I would be curious to see what the other ones look like. I don't normally wear, obviously I don't wear natural nails because I have super long nail beds, and so the tips of my nails like look kind of weird because there's not a lot of white at the end. Like especially my pointer fingers, there's like no white at the ends because they have the longest nail beds, and I think they look a little bit weird. But I really did enjoy this. So this again is Zoya's Lavender Perfector, but I didn't enjoy that orange part on the ends of my nails. But if you have regular non-stained nails like me, I think this would work just fine for you. Monday's polish, I don't actually have a picture, and I'm not going to show a close-up of this bottle because this is a project polish, but I did put this on because I'm getting near the end of this one. This is the red in my project polish, and I did kind of have like an underlying goal of finishing this one in February because it's kind of like a Valentine's-y red. This is Formula X's Flashy. I can just throw in a swatch because I've worn this one so many times, but I'm getting towards the end of this bottle. I think it's got like 1 or 2 more uses. I'm tempted to put it in some nail art, kind of maybe throw it on tonight or this weekend to see if maybe I can use it up. It's gotten much thicker. This was like a very, very thin jelly, but it's kind of like a 2-coater now. Before you could use like 4 coats and still see your nail line, but this really has thickened up. So I'm getting so close to this, but I did wear this on Sunday because I think, yes, I swatched all my favorite green nail polishes. I was going to combine that for St. Patrick's Day nail polish picks, so that's just going to be all one video coming up probably at the end of next week. So that's what I did last Sunday. So I knew that I wasn't going to be wearing this like most of the day on Sunday, so I just threw this on, but that's what I wore on Sunday, which is Formula X's Flashy. Next up for Monday, this is a polish I picked up. I have no idea why. I have said before that I don't really like Zoya's Yara, which is kind of like a money green polish. It's like an olive green with a gold shimmer in it. Mia's back. I don't really like that polish, so when I hauled this, I was like, why did you buy this? I put this on. I don't like this polish either, but this is really like a polish a lot of people like. I just don't like it either. Dave, of course, loved it because it's an olive green. I also feel weird because Dave was not picking my polishes this week, but it felt weird that I could pick any polish I wanted, even though he only did that for like 6 days. But anyways, this is Essie's Armed and Ready. I thought it would be like a really close dupe to Zoya's Yara. They're not even close. Zoya's Yara is like super warm compared to this, which is much cooler. This is also deeper. Essie's Armed and Ready is much deeper and like muddier, kind of like a swampy green. And it's also got that like really, really fine like Essie golden shimmer in it that's like micro fine. I just didn't really like it. I actually edited a video where I was wearing this and I was like, what is on my nails? I hate that. Like, what am I wearing? It was this. So I didn't really like this. A lot of people really like this. It was just not for me. It's got a really good formula though. It's not a color for me. It's like one color I don't like. So that again was Essie's Armed and Ready. Next up is what I wore on Tuesday, I believe. I might be switching a couple days around, but that's okay. This is a little mini bottle of OPI's Kerry Blossom. Like I said, another purple, and I tend to be weird about purples, but for some reason that was what I wanted to wear this week. This one I had in a little mini set from the Washington DC collection. There were like 3 polishes in this mini set that were like Kerry Washington exclusives, and I picked this one out because I had seen someone wear it recently or saw a swatch of it recently. So this polish is like a warm grapey purple. It's deep but not too deep that you can't tell that it's purple on the nails. It's such a gorgeous color, but oddly enough I needed 3 coats of this polish, which is really weird because it's such a deep and rich color. So I looked up a bunch of other like bloggers' swatches and I was like, did they need 3 coats? What is happening? Nobody else needed 3 coats. So I think it was because this was in a mini bottle. Sometimes that happens with like mini bottles versus big bottles. Nobody else said they needed 3 coats. So I'm sure it had something to do with it being in this tiny little mini bottle, but I needed 3 coats, so I probably won't be reaching for this. I'll probably end up throwing it in my project polish sometime in the fall or next winter. That's insane, but you know what I mean. It looks very similar to a color from the old Nordic collection, I believe. Is that what it was? Nordic collection, which I ended up decluttering, so apparently I used to not like that color, but I like it now. But it's got a lot of very similar OPI colors, so it's not like a hard to dupe color. So that was what I wore on Tuesday, which is OPI's Kerry Blossom. Next up for Wednesday, I wanted to go ahead and use some more project polishes. I'm trying to use them, but not going overkill with them. So I decided to use 2 that I haven't really used that much. I decided to use this one, which was the first time I had used this one. It's Essie's Little Brown Dress, and this is just like chocolate. It really is. It looks exactly like you're painting dark chocolate on your nails. So I reached for a color which reminded me of like the inside of a raspberry cream truffle, which is Essie's Demure Vicks, which also happens to be in my project polish. I was having a really bad day that day. I like alluded to it on Instagram. I don't know. I was just having one of those days where you like kind of panic about everything, and like, I don't know. It was really bad. I just had a bad day that day. So, I don't know. My nails reminded me of a raspberry chocolate truffle, which I happen to think are delicious. So, I just did some raspberry chocolate truffle nails and I loved it. I pretty much love any of my polka dot nails. I just love polka dots. So, I thought it was awesome. So pretty much anything that comes in like polka dots I like, whether it be clothing, I don't know. anything that comes in polka dots I love. So this combination I really liked. It also used up some project polishes, so I was a fan of that for Wednesday. Next up, I have to say this was probably my favorite polish of the week, which is surprising to me. I've said before that China Glaze is not really my favorite brand. I've had trouble with China Glaze chipping on me really badly, but I took a leap. One of you guys asked me like quite a while ago if I was going to review the China Glaze Chic Physique collection, and I was like, no, probably not. And I looked it up and it looked glorious. It was like bright pastels, which is totally my kind of thing. I think spring is probably my favorite like time of year for nail polish. I just love pastel polishes, and so I've been like waiting, looking, trying to find like a good deal on it. So I finally ordered it from Sally's. I got the entire 12-piece collection and I couldn't decide what to wear. Like, that's a nail polish person's problem. So I finally settled on this one as the first one to wear. This one is bar hopping, like bar, like a ballet bar. And so this was stunning. It was amazing. The formula, oh my gosh. It's a pastel lilac. I consider lilac purples to be a warm purple. Pastel, warm purple, 2 easy buttery coats. I had no chipping. Even working at the post office, I work with my hands all day. No chipping. It was glorious. It was beautiful. Everybody on Instagram was like, that is amazing. It was amazing. This is the only one I've worn so far, but I love the colors in the collection. I plan to swatch them all this weekend, and I don't know if the video is going to go up next week or the week after. I probably can squeeze it in next week, but the colors in this collection look glorious. I don't think I've ever been so excited about a China Glaze collection than I have about this one. So I'm really excited about it. So this was my favorite polish of the week. So that is China Glaze Bar Hopping. All right, and last up is today's polish. This is the one that I kept seeing at TJ Maxx and was like, oh, that color is beautiful. I love it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And then like finally a couple weeks later, I bought it. And then when I pulled it off my wall shelf because I didn't know what to wear, it's still cold. We're in this weird transition. That's what I was like, I need transitional nail polishes. I realized this is the exact color of my bedroom. And so this is Color Club's Silver Lake. It's what's on my nails right now, which are probably really dry. But this is kind of like a pastel, really ice blue. It says silver in the name. I don't think it's silver or gray. I think it's like a really ice blue. This one I really had trouble with the formula on the first coat. It was really thick, really gloopy, so I added like 5 drops of thinner, thinned it out a bunch, and then it was really great. It only needed 2 coats, so I thought that was really good. It gave me a hard time on that first coat though, but 2 coats ultimately, that was it, which I really think is good for a pastel polish. Let me just say I'm really looking forward to pastels. Once spring hits, it's like all pastels, like bright pastels I really love. I just love spring polishes. So that was today's polish, which is Color Club's Silver Lake. I think this is like one of 3 Color Clubs that I own. So that was today's polish. What are you doing? You can't just eat random stuff off the floor. Okay, so, ow, what do you do? Okay. We're just not having it today. Okay, so that is everything in Weekly Mayonnaise. I know it was like very talky today, but I haven't seen anyone today. Like, you'd think you work at the post office, you would see people, but no, small town. I haven't talked to anyone today. So thank you guys as always for watching. If you want to tell me what you wore or your favorite thing that you wore this week, as always, please leave me a comment down below. I'm behind on responding to comments, of course. I feel like that happens every week, but I will respond this weekend. That's always my catch-up time. So thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys. You need a little massage? Loosen up?